G'day guys, this is the Staff Sarge with Operation Number 1 in order to retrieve Katrina. What's happened is that Rabid Fox has come up with a plan in order to find out where she is and then bust her out. So let's see what is going in store.
Okay, Spectre. The Archon has been taken into custody by her brother Victor. No charges have been pressed, and as best we can discern, they are moving her into forced exile. The base we are going to hit should have records of their intended destination. Once we have that, we can attempt a rescue. You and your people need to mount a diversionary assault while we make a raid on the base mainframe. We're making a chopper insertion. Ensure the team arrives safely, and at least broadcast back the location. Team extraction is secondary to acquiring the location.
Oh, you know exactly how this is going to go, don't you? So, we need to escort the chopper all the way in and punch through their defenses. And considering the payoff for this mission, it's not just going to be a couple of patrol mechs. But that's okay, because we have the single greatest plan, dare I say, that I have ever come across. We're going in disguise. As you can see, we've got the camouflage. I'm running in the Vector Iron Steiner Dalion. 2 Gauss rifles, a heavy laser, and a large pulse laser. large pulse laser, rather. That's very important, as you'll see later on. In addition to that, I mean, supporting Vector is, of course, his friend Tancred Scandinavian. You know, the guy in charge of the military units with the large lasers and the AC-10 and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, a lot of long-range firepower is really, really essential. And of course, who can forget his reinforcements brought in by Arden Skrillex. Running around the Cyclops that I've used many, many times. No changes there at all. I just really like Gauss rifles. I do. I don't like being on the receiving end for them, but use them. And then, of course, where would we be without Soren Helm? You know, the commander of the Helm Pounders. Again with Gauss rifle, and also as the clan missile boat. So you can see all the mechs are very heavily armed for long-range combat, and all assault chassis, that's pretty much required, and they're all, you know, it's the best possible thing ever. I mean, come on, we're all covert, we're all in the correct camouflage, there is absolutely no way that they're going to buy this.
This base is fairly isolated, so we shouldn't have to worry about enemy reinforcements. Our main concern is on-site base defenders, turret defenses, and local patrols. Report ready status, and go weapons hot.
This is Blaze. Ready up. This is Mags. Ready up. This is Aisa. I am prepared.
I'm actually kind of glad that I ended up getting Falcon. Man, I gotta do that, the beach fight more often. So the first thing to do is back up, because Dragon. This is a mission where you need to be cautious. You need to make sure that your mech stays in fighting fit for the entire operation. This mission, oh boy, I'm gonna be explaining in quite good detail why this mission pisses me off.
Roger that.
Take out the designated target.
Understood. Roger. Roger.
Normally what ends up happening is that Dragon just runs straight at you. This is one of the extremely few runs where it uses terrain masking.
Target destroyed. Affirmative, Spectre. Roger. Roger, lead.
The sheer amount of firepower I'm bringing means that you can knock these guys down fast. In fact, pretty much every time you're an alpha strike on them from your lance mates, they will hit the deck.
Target destroyed.
You may think this is overkill. Yeah, it's really not.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
So there are 3 big phases to this mission that you gotta keep in mind. Now the first one that we're going through here is engaging dragons and choppers. A lot of choppers. That's why you want something long range, ideally with a fast fire rate. AC2s can work, but really large pulse lasers
Roger, lead.
is the best bet. The problem is that, you know, they're heavy, they require quite a few heat sinks if you want to rapid fire them, especially because I've got a large pulse. large pulse. I think I had a couple of loadouts that used the X pulse,
Take out the designated
which
target.
does work, but it generates way too much heat for it to be effectively used by me. So there are, I believe, 5 dragons on patrol, and I can't keep missing like that.
Target destroyed.
I got a good amount of Gauss rifle ammo, but again, there's a lot of combat going on.
Enemy detected. Enemy
So yeah, lots of
Take out the
choppers.
designated target.
Roger. Roger, lead.
Now, your lance mates tend to do pretty good air clearing, as per usual.
Target destroyed.
The problem is that hill right there.
Roger. Roger, lead.
it masks the choppers until they're right on top of you. Now you can try and crest the hill, but that puts you directly in the line of fire of the base defenders. So you don't want to do that, you want to skirt around the side. But then the choppers come over the hill, they can unload on you, and unless you're far enough back, you can't get an angle on them. Or your lance mates either.
Target destroyed. Enemy detected.
Choppers are just
Enemy
one of the things.
detected.
They're a nuisance. They'll plink away at your armor. If you don't take them down quick, then they can cause problems. But for the most part, they're just an
Enemy
annoyance.
detected.
And there goes the Chinook, or whatever the hell class chopper that is. I don't know. Let's just say Space Chinook.
Enemy
Chinooks are awesome.
detected.
And I just really like the name.
Enemy detected.
And that was way out of range, and that was a waste of very Gauss slugs. And Falcon's getting her ass handed to her. Alright, so stage 1 is dealing with those choppers and the dragons. Nice, simple, just annoying with so many choppers coming out. Stage 2 is the base defenders themselves,
Target
which I've
destroyed.
not actually fully engaged. There's a couple of calipes from this angle.
On me.
Roger,
And I will
Roger
say,
that.
the attack run, the way I pass through here is the way you want to go for this mission. You want to head around here, away from
Enemy detected.
the, why aren't you shooting that? Away from the strong points. There are a couple of them on the other side of that hill. You go in this way, you can hit them from behind, and they cannot shoot you. You just have to deal with some calipes and the vehicle defenders, which are coming out right now. So demolishers, a mauler, and there's a whole bunch of other mechs as well. Again, you need assault mechs because even just this opening fight with the base defenders, it's pretty tough. And obviously the third wave is fighting your way out.
Take out the designated target.
Affirmative, Spectre. Roger
So
that.
first wave is
Roger.
making the approach, second wave is the base defenders themselves, third wave is fighting your way out, which details in a few when we actually get to that point. This is going to be a long mission. I'm not running the fastest mechs ever, and because of the cautious nature that you need to take, it's going to take a little bit longer. And we got Atlases with IFF.
Target is tossed. Target
This
destroyed.
again, this is why you come from this angle, because then everything comes at you hodgepodge. So as the demolishers crest the hill, I can just gauss them.
Enemy detected.
Those Atlases, you know, we're going engaging. There are two Atlases. Oh, here comes the other one now. I was going to say you can just engage them one at a time, but his buddy decided to come and help. And you'll notice the chopper's just kind of sitting there. I think that might be a bug with the programming because it was got there well before me and was right in the view of those calipes, but they did not engage it.
Target destroyed. Target
I
destroyed.
really don't know what's going on there. But it doesn't matter to me. I mean, that means I don't have to rush. I can just
Speed to exceed
pull back.
recommended level.
Because the thing is, when it's missions like this, I don't give a fuck if I'm breaking the damage. I don't care if I'm using exploits in order to get ahead. This mission I played through multiple times. Now the last mission I said I had to play through multiple times. And I like that. It was a nice challenging mission. You had 4 mechs, you're reinforcing dropships, there's lots of combat. And that was good. That was
There's
That
the
was
base.
actually
Engage
fun.
all hostile contacts. Foxes are inbound and need a
This
safe
one.
LZ.
Roger.
the combination of the choppers just constantly annoying you. Then you crest the hill and you get pounded by all these defenses. And this is coming from the side that's least defended. Bear in mind. Come from the other angle where you basically make a straight-in approach. And no, it's not there, is it? You make a straight-in approach, you get hammered by the point defenses, and you get shredded very quickly. Now what I was doing there was looking around for the turret defense grid. Now after about the dozenth playthrough, about the same time I figured out that you should probably go to the right and not the left, I did cheat a little bit. I went into the map editor and I decided to check where everything was. The turret
Take out the
defenses,
designated
a couple of the mechs.
Understood.
Problem is I'm
Roger
not
that. Roger.
too familiar with the map editor. God damn it. Yeah, there's a lance of light mechs that are dicking around. They're not a big threat, but just the fact they're hard to hit and they are doing damage on top of everything else.
Roger lead. Roger lead. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
They can just blink away at you, which is bad.
Roger. Roger lead. Roger. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Roger. Roger. Roger lead.
So the fact that I can't aim is made up for in the fact that my allies actually can and have better luck hitting them.
Target destroyed. Target
But that's taken away a little bit by the fact that they keep on calling out
Roger.
that they acknowledge your order, then they destroy it, and then yeah.
Copy. Roger, lead.
I'm just glad that when you're rolling with your depleted company, that your second lance, only the lance leader calls out. That makes it so much, just a little bit less painful. So, okay, so you go through the first wave, and that's just annoying. I mean, the dragons have pretty heavy punch. If you're unlucky and they hammer you a few times with their Gauss rifles, you're gonna have a bad time.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Fucking buildings. But, for the most part, the main thing is just the choppers
Reached.
being annoying little bastards. And I'm already damage critical. This is bad. And there's a computer core which we have to make sure it doesn't get destroyed. And I lost my Cyclops. Alright, I used that in Night Ops, and I realized after the fact that it's a very lightly
Destroyed.
armored fuck.
Target destroyed.
Take
So
out the designated target.
I want you to keep one thing in mind here. This was my successful run. You do not want to know what was involved in my unsuccessful runs. Oh, dear God. You go through all of this. I mean, how far...
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Take out the
We're, what,
designated
7
target.
minutes into the mission proper?
Roger. Understood.
And
Roger, lead.
we're still not there yet. We're about halfway.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
It's a
Take
long
out the
mission. It's an
designated
annoying
target.
mission.
Affirmative, Spectre. Roger.
You're under strength against a lot of defenders. And I don't know if it would be better if your mechs could continue fighting without you. The fact that you need to survive makes these kind of missions especially perilous. There is no alternative.
Target destroyed. Roger. Roger.
Amelia, this is probably where most of the time is sunk in it. You need to destroy all of the defenses before things go off proper. So that's the 2 strong points at the front, all the calliopes. Now you think you could just destroy the defense grid control tower thing.
Target destroyed. Target
You would think
destroyed.
right,
Take
but
out the designated
what I did
target.
was,
Lead. Roger.
because I was losing so often, I decided to try and check it out. I wasn't familiar with the map. This is where I was going a few minutes ago. I wasn't familiar with the map editor, so I
This
just
is clear.
really was only
Foxes
trying
are
to look
going
for the...
insertion.
This is Den Leader. We're heading in.
Target destroyed.
I was
Target
only really
destroyed.
looking for
Roger.
the towers to try and figure out where they were. And I found them. There were 2. There was one for the primary defense line, one for the secondary. You know, nice and simple. Where I'm standing right now is where the primary is. Just over the hill where the control tower is behind that wall, that's where the secondary control tower is.
Take
If
out the
you
designated
notice right now
target.
that the primary, the first line defense, wasn't there. When we crest the hill, there's the chopper coming in. Crest the hill, you'll see, yeah, there's the
On site. Chopper
walls,
clear.
the control lab, all that kind of stuff, but there's no turret defense tower. That's because I'm fairly certain that it hasn't been included in this mission. It was probably just like a
Internal
placeholder.
Security neutralized. Hack is in place.
Best I can tell, they added in the model, like underground or something. That's my best guess.
All units, be advised. Heavy chopper squadron and fast attack lance inbound from the east. We're running out of time here. Hack needs 2 minutes.
Moving to engage incoming forces. So much for limited reinforcements.
They may try to blow the base from a distance. Engage at best speed.